My name is Clinton.
Yes, well, they said to let you in, whoever you are.
Miss Kane, do you know me?
Yes.
You do? When did we ever meet?
But just now.
Let's start making sense.
I can make sense. I have as much common sense as a lot of people. I know you. Your name is Mr. Clinton.
My name is Judd. Does that mean anything to you? Well, Miss Kane.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, then it's my guess that you do remember my name. From the time it was used in a phone call to Simple's department store to order a television set and other expensive items, charged to my account, Miss Kane, and delivered to you.
Oh, that.
Yes, that. I promised myself the first time I had occasion to be in your neighborhood, I'd look you up to ask you what, if anything, there ever was between us.
Like what?
Like some reason why you would want to zero in on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really am. But who cares? I mean, I just don't care about anything anymore.
All right, police officers, now put your hands in the air and turn around. All right, let's take it easy if you don't mind. My name is Clinton Judd, and I'm a practicing attorney. All right, let me see that. Sorry, Mr. Judd. When the doorbell rang, we had to see. Maybe she had accomplices. Play a little rough, don't you, for a case of department store swindling? For that kind of a case, maybe. How about this kind? College boy. She stabbed him once, right on target.
Look, Mr. Excuse me, I forgot your name, but I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
For the television set and what did you call all the other stuff, the items?
Did you stab him?
Yes.
May I ask why?
Yes.
Well, why?
You told me to.
Look, officer, I'd take it easy with the girl if I were you. She's not very smart. You don't have to be too smart to go on trial for murder.
Judd, for the defense.
The defendant will rise and approach the bench. Just the defendant this time, not her attorney, Miss Gordon, if you don't mind. Ellen, you have pleaded guilty to the charge of murder in the second degree. I want you to speak for yourself now. Do you have anything to say to me before I pass sentence on you? Ellen?
Only that I did it.
We know you did it. That's what your plea means. You did willfully cause the death of Ronald Stillman. The question is, why?
Yes, why, that's a good question.
Well, you knew it was wrong, didn't you?
Of course I knew it was wrong. I mean, how dumb would a person have to be?
I have here before me a report from your probation department. A very unsatisfactory report. They found out you were unable to finish grade school. But otherwise, they know very little about you because you refused to cooperate. You gave them the same flippant answers you just gave me. Now, what's the reason for that?
I was brought up to be nice to everybody.
Helen, can you give me any reason why I should not pass on you the most severe sentence prescribed by law?
May it please the court. I would like a moment to consult with a colleague, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Gordon.
I appreciate your coming, Mr. Judd.
Why did you ask for me so urgently?
I can't do any more for this girl.
Well, you have a reputation for being a very able lawyer, Miss Gordon. I'm not sure I'm any more able than you are.
I read in one of the police reports that you had visited Ellen Kane.
Yes, I did.
And I thought, maybe a little desperately, that you might know something that could help her.
Like what?
Like whatever it would take to keep her from getting a possible sentence of life imprisonment.
If it please Your Honor, may I approach the bench in the capacity of a friend of the court?
Do I recognize Clinton Judd?
You do, Your Honor.
By all means, approach.
Your Honor, I met the defendant on one occasion. She didn't strike me as being at all cold-blooded or vicious.
Nevertheless, she's admitted to committing a terrible crime.
But there could be mitigating factors, extenuating circumstances.
We've given her every chance to talk. Nothing comes out.
But don't you feel there's more to the story than this girl is capable of bringing out?
What I feel and what you feel, Mr. Judd, is not very important compared to what they feel. The parents of the boy she killed. Go over and stand right by them while you ask me to let this girl off lightly.
Your Honor, I wouldn't presume to ask such a thing. I'm only suggesting that the question of what caused defendant to stab decedent remains unanswered, and that the court ought to have such information before passing sentence.
Mr. Judd, the court has tried to get that information. A lot of people have tried to get that information. Are you now saying that if I delay passing sentence, you would like to try?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll try.
All right. This is Thursday. I'll give you a long weekend. This case is continued until Monday morning at 10 a.m. The defendant is remanded to custody. Court's adjourned.
Hello, Ellen. Remember me?
You wouldn't kid a girl.
Why?
Sure I do. Even though the last time you tried to... What a character.
Ellen, what did I try to tell you?
That your name was Mr. Clinton.
Ellen, do you remember telling me why you killed Ronald Stillman?
No.
You said that you did it because he told you to.
Listen, I remember something that you don't know I know. You told that detective that I wasn't very smart.
I'm sorry.
Yes, but I know that you can't kill somebody just because they tell you to. I mean, that's no excuse. Maybe I'm not very smart, but I'm not that dumb either. Right?
Well, he classes her a borderline moron, which leaves her enough intelligence to know right from wrong and to be capable of conferring with counsel.
Oh, what does her side say?
She has no side, really. Except for a court-appointed official named me. Oh, and two unmarried aunts who seem to be sort of delicately embarrassed by Ellen.
Well, what does Ellen have to say?
Ellen says Oh, Mr. Judd, the poor thing, she doesn't know what to say. So she hides behind a few comic strip wisecracks, which she remembers, which probation department types, and which even the judge takes for hostility. I've tried to get her to come out in the open and talk to me, but she won't say anything at all. Oh, I don't know. Question of chemistry, I guess. I have a feeling it might be better with you.
Miss Gordon, I have no relationship with this girl whatsoever, chemical or otherwise.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply that you had
Oh, you didn't? Well, then what exactly did you expect me to contribute?
Look, go and pick on someone your own size to cross-examine, okay? I mean, I've defended lots of reckless drivers and shoplifters, even some pretty interesting thieves. But this is the first time I've ever been called in to defend someone for murder.
When you were going through the police reports, did you come across any record on the boy she killed? What's his name?
Ronald Stillman. No.
Any off chance that he had a federal record?
I didn't think of it.
Oh, well, we'll put Ben on it. Send Mr. Caldwell in, please. Ben Caldwell's my associate.
Yes, I know. He's already looking into the matter.
What matter?
Ronald Stillman's record. You see, I got here about an hour before you did, and I introduced myself to Mr. Caldwell. Well, we talked for a while, and he asked me if I had checked for a federal record. Well, since I hadn't, I asked him to do it for me.
You did?
Yes. Do you mind?
No, no.
Cassie, what we have here for a change is not a failure to communicate, but an absolute triumph. Hello, Clinton.
Hello yourself.
A triumph of long-distance communication over local. To wit, the late Ronald Stillman doesn't have a police record locally, as you were informed, but he does have a record with the federal authorities, as I just was informed by Washington.
A federal record? At 19?
He got off with a suspended sentence.
For what?
Mail fraud. Did you ever hear of the death notices racket? Well, it's very interesting. You see, the culprit watches the death notices in the newspapers, and then he picks out a few choice names of deceased persons to whom he writes letters like this. Dear Mr. Winston, it is now several months since we sent you the merchandise you ordered, but we have not received your payment. We are sure that this must be an oversight, and we would appreciate it if you would kindly remit to us the sum of $14.79 so as not to injure your fine credit standing. Yours very truly, Pinnacle Merchandising Company.
What kind of company?
Merchandising.
And what do you want to know about it?
Have you ever heard of it?
Heard of what?
The Pinnacle Merchandising Company.
Oh. Well, yes. Excuse me. Could I ask you a question? Are these things what they call post office boxes?
Well, this is a post office, and it looks like these boxes are in it.
You rapture me.
Have you got some kind of problem?
Well, yes. I was looking for post office box number... Oh, dear. I can never remember without the letter in my hand. Box number 67. I was waiting for someone to open it so I could tell them about Mr. Joseph Kane. He owed your company $14.79.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Joseph Kane is dead.
Oh, he is?
Yes. It was in the newspaper. The funeral parlor put it in.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, yes, I'm Ellen Kane, his niece. And, well, Uncle Joe used to always take care of me, and I thought I should take care of this bill he ran up with your company.
Oh, that's a very fine attitude, Miss Kane.
But the trouble is, he didn't leave any money, just enough to pay for the funeral.
But it's only $14.79.
But I'm all alone in the apartment. I have to pay the whole rent, and all I have is a part-time job. I work in the stockroom at Melton's. You know, Melton's discount department store downtown.
Sure, I know Melton.
And I just don't see how I can spare all that money in one piece. So I thought maybe your company would let me pay you off $1 a week.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Miss Keene. That's strictly against company policy. You'll have to pay that in one lump sum.
But I don't have it. Oh, gee, I took 2 buses to get over here, and I've been waiting around all afternoon to talk to you. There isn't even a place to sit down.
Did you really go to all that trouble? Why didn't you write a letter?
Is that so? Well, no thanks. Writing isn't exactly my strongest handicap. I mean, I leave writing for people who really dig it, like whoever wrote that letter for your company.
Oh, I wrote it.
You wouldn't kid a girl.
No. No, it's part of my job. I'm sales manager. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Haywood Craig.
You wouldn't kid a girl.
Why do you keep saying that?
Well, I mean, like, wow. You're so young to be a sales manager.
Oh, I'm not that young.
You don't look much older than I am, and I'm only 21.
Well, I'm 22.
Well, you must be extremely intelligent.
Look, Miss Kane, I've decided to make an exception in your case. You can pay in installments.
But I want to pay a little bit at a time.
That's what installments means.
Oh. Oh, I thought installments means like right now.
No, that's instantly.
Oh, I get it. Installments is like stalling.
Yes.
You slay me. Well, let's see now. Here's your first $1, Mr. What was your name?
Mr. Craig.
Oh. And that's all.
Ellen, that can't be all. This was the man you killed.
Oh, no. No, that was Haywood Craig. The other man was Ronald Stillman. Well, each one to their own taste. Your guess is as good as mine, right?
It isn't right. I mean, I guess all of this has something to do with why she killed him. But one thing I'm certain of. Mentally, she's still a child. And you don't put children in prison for life.
Borderline IQ, you said so yourself. The prisons are full of them.
Of course, we all know that Ellen isn't any too bright, but she's hardly helpless. I mean, she could always get along, take care of herself. She even took care of our brother Joe.
But she wasn't able to get through grade school. If you ask her how much $2 a week over a period of 15 weeks amounts to, she just smiles that sweet smile of hers and says, oh, that's high finance. Wow.
What they mean is that Ellen could do the essential things. She could dress herself very nicely. She could cook decently. Just nothing complicated.
In other words, she could manage, provided there was someone like Uncle Joe to take care of the complicated things.
Well, yes.
Then how could you expect Ellen to manage alone after your brother died?
What you're saying, I suppose, is why didn't we have her come and live with us?
All right.
Well, maybe we wanted something better for her than living
Stop
with...
beating around the bush, Loretta. He's going to think we wanted to palm her off on him anyway.
Palm her off on whom?
Well, she'd met this nice fellow with a good job. And we thought if we didn't interfere, maybe something would come of it.
Wait a minute. This fellow with the good job, was his name Haywood Craig?
That's right, a sales manager.
You didn't tell me you knew about him.
For heaven's sakes, Miss Gordon, we didn't know much. Just what Ellen told us. We never met him. We just kept out of the way and hoped that nature would take its course, you know.
I mean, he might even have married her, considering how far they'd already gone.
How far had they gone?
They were living together.
We were definitely not living together, Mr. Judd. I mean, living together is sharing the rent, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Well, Haywood didn't share the rent. He told me all about that on our second meeting.
Hello, Miss Kane.
Oh, Mr. Craig. Oh, gee, what you must think of me. I never paid you after that first time.
Well, that's I've been a little too busy to worry about
I wanted to send you the money, but I just couldn't. I forgot the post office box number.
Well, it was right on the letter.
Well, I forgot where I put it. Let's see, 2 weeks is $2, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't... Look, I don't want you to think I go around collecting these small sums as a rule. I just happen to be in town, and I don't have anything better to do. Well, no, it's not exactly that I don't have anything better to do either. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't want to go home just yet.
You're married?
No, I'm not married. It's my father. You see, he lives with me, and he's driving me out of my mind. I hate to admit this, Miss Kane, but, well, he's a crook. He's always making up a lot of small-time swindles to try and cheat people out of a few dollars, and I always have to bail him out.
You wouldn't kid a girl.
You don't believe me?
Oh, yes, I do. I just mean it's awful.
Oh, yeah. So, I thought I'd stay away real late tonight, you know. Make him think I'm never coming home. Maybe throw a good scare into the old man.
That'll teach him a good lesson.
So I'd ask you to help me kill the time on the town, you know, but I guess you can't. You have to work.
Oh, no, I don't. The store closes in a half hour.
Well, fine. Look, I'd ask you out to dinner, but my father took all the money out of my wallet.
Oh, well, don't feel bad. You can come home with me, and I'll fix some dinner for us.
You really want to do that?
I'd love to.
Well, okay, I'll meet you out front in a half an hour, all right?
You wouldn't kid a girl.
Now, what does that mean this time?
Well, only that someone like you must have better things to do than spend your time with me.
Well, why don't you show me there just couldn't be anything better? Oh, wow. You fracture me.
It was her version. It's not ours.
What is your version, Mr. Stillman?
That she was one of those town girls, plays around with college men. Ronald certainly wasn't the first.
Well, do you know of any others?
No. But, you know, you certainly don't expect them to come forward and get themselves involved.
Mr. Stillman, do you mind my asking about the time Ronald was arrested?
Was nothing.
Federal charge of mail fraud?
It was a game, Mr. Judd. Just a game that Ronald played because he was what he was. A very bright boy, Mr. Judd.
Oh, I'm sure he was very bright.
And a little bored. It goes with being so bright that schoolwork isn't enough of a challenge. Even college work comes too easily. So Ronald had to invent a challenge. Something exciting, dangerous, like this little... All right, I'll call it a swindle he invented. The judge understood that, don't you see? That's why he gave Ronald a suspended sentence.
He never actually swindled any money out of anybody.
Well, what about Ellen Kane?
Well, that was her story, that she gave him money. They're trying to make a case that she killed him for that.
No. No, I don't think she would. Seems to me that had to be a very strong emotional reason. What I'd like you to tell me, if you can, is just how deep this thing between them went.
She was a town girl, he was a college man, so the depth of the whole business was zero.
He loves me not. He loves me not.
Who?
Not you, that's for sure.
What are you doing?
Oh, the landlord, gas and electricity, and payments on the new picture tube.
And where's the one for Pinnacle Merchandising?
Oh, I forgot it. Well, oh, gee. I don't know. Poor old Uncle Joe used to say, Ellen, how are you ever going to get along without me?
Well, you've got me. You can forget Pinnacle Merchandising.
Oh, no, Hayward, you can't do that.
I feel like being good to you. Here, lick.
You slay me.
Boy, are you dumb.
Well, now, I've heard that from certain nasty people. But I don't mind it from you because you're different than all the other fellas I've ever known. And anyway, I know why you're saying it, because you don't want to admit why you're so good to me.
Why am I?
Because you love me.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. I guess I love you. Hey, Ellen. Hey, come on.
Hey, Hayward. Hayward, I was only kidding you. Hayward. Hayward, so you don't love me?
Well, do you think that he did or that he didn't?
Oh, he didn't. How could he? Who am I? Didn't love me.
He said he did.
Oh, he said it lots of times. I knew from the first time that he didn't mean it. I mean, I'm not that dumb.
And you accepted that? You accepted him knowing that he didn't love you?
Can't lead a horse to water, right? It was very nice to meet you, Mr... Oh, gee.
Oh, that's all right. It was nice meeting you, Ellen.
Well, did you pick up anything informative?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, what? Well, what is it? I'd like to have something encouraging to say to Cassie Gordon when I see her tonight.
I think I picked up a clue as to the reason why Cassie Gordon got you into this case. And the reason was so that you would be seeing her of a Saturday night.
Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
What other reason could there be? Clint, I don't buy it for 1 minute that Cassie really thinks that you or anybody else will be able to help Ellen Kane.
Hello.
Hi.
Couldn't stay away, I guess. Wanted to know how are you doing with Ellen. Not so great, huh?
Not so great at all.
Well, as long as I'm here, can I give either of you a lift?
Oh, sure, Cassie. Give him a lift. I'll drop the car off. So long.
Did you believe everything that he said?
What did he say?
Well, that I'd gotten you onto this case just because I wanted to see you.
Cassie, your hearing is too good. It was just put on.
It was. We've been fellow members of the Bar Association for many years. But have you even known my first name before this case?
Come on, Cassie, will you please?
Judd for the defense returns following station identification.
I asked you here because I think I ought to tell you something that I couldn't say before my husband. Did anyone tell you that after Ronald was arrested, we took him to a psychiatrist?
No.
Well, just privately, you know, because he'd been flirting with that kind of trouble before, and we were desperate. Well, they gave him all the standard tests, and they said the tests showed low form accuracy percentage, dependence on texture, morbidity. For example, the snowflake form makes him think of a deadly avalanche. Conclusion, a severe character disorder which may be termed psychopathic or sociopathic with schizoid tendencies. Well, when we went to see the doctor, he said that this meant in plain English that Ronald really wasn't bad, spiteful, malicious, that he was sick. Well, the doctor said we should treat him like a sick boy. Not to lose patience or be angry or to punish him, because you can't cure sickness by punishment. So I said yes, and my husband said the same thing. Yes, 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 doctor. But as soon as we came home and Ronald made one fresh remark, my husband lost his temper and said he wasn't going to give him the car, that he was going to cut out his allowance. And that's how it started.
What started?
Ronald told his father to his face, "The hell with you. I don't need your money. I'll get my own."
How? By ordering expensive items from department stores in different cities, having them all sent to Ellen's apartment, and charging them to suitable local people he might have, say, read about in the newspapers?
I didn't realize at first he did all that. All I knew was what he charged to me.
Well, what was that?
A $79 dress.
Look.
You didn't take it back.
Yes, I did. I exchanged it for the right size. That's why I didn't like it, because it was too big. But now that it fits, it looks real nice.
I didn't tell you to exchange it. I told you to get the cash. $79.95. Now, couldn't you even remember that?
Well, I asked for it, but they wouldn't give it to me.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. Some reason the lady told me, but I just couldn't get it straight.
You stupid! You never get anything straight. Hello, customer service? If I send a dress as a gift and the person doesn't like it, can't you take it back and get the cash? No, look, I'm not interested in crediting my account. Since when is it a whole policy not to refund cash for gifts? Never mind. Ellen, can you hear me? It wasn't your fault, Ellen. I made a mistake. Well, it wasn't exactly a mistake. I didn't know about their stupid policy. Come on out, Ellen.
You can take the dress.
No, you can keep it. I decided I like it.
I decided I don't.
A dress that cost $79.95?
Don't talk to me about cost. You know my arithmetic stinks. Well, the reason I took it from you is because I like to make believe in miracles that you love me. What's the use of kidding?
Oh, come on, Ellen. Well, you don't want to bust up over a little thing like this. No, I said I love you.
Don't say it. You don't even know what it's all about.
Oh, hey, this is mutiny. All of a sudden you know something and I don't.
That's something I do know. What it is to love somebody. You don't know anything about it. I don't think you ever will.
And why won't I? Just because I yelled at you?
No. You can yell your head off and still love somebody more than anything in the world.
Well, then how do you know I don't love you?
I can tell by the way you touch me.
How do I touch you?
Like the way you eat crackers.
For crying out loud. Hey, listen. Are you listening? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to prove it to you. You know what I'm going to do? Ellen, I'm going to buy you presents like you never saw before. Things you don't even know the names of.
What for?
To show you how I feel about you. How you're wrong. How I can love somebody just as much as anybody else can.
Oh, Hayward, you don't have to buy me presents.
I want to.
Well, how can you spare all that money? I mean, what if your father gets in trouble again and you have to bail him out?
Oh, my father is no problem. I sent him to Switzerland on one of those 17-day economy tours.
Well, he'll be back soon.
No, because he was in one of those little villages on the side of a mountain and an avalanche came down. 1,000,000 tons of snow burying everything in its path.
Oh, your father's dead.
No, he's okay. But the whole place is snowbound and they can't dig out before next spring.
right. It's like he was in jail.
And then Hayward sent me a television, a phonograph, a washing machine, a refrigerator,
And an electric broiler that shut itself off when the meat was done. He was smarter than I am.
Ellen, I'd like to ask you a very plain question, but I don't want you to get upset by it.
You can ask me anything, Mr. Judd.
All right. Now, does all of this have anything to do with why you stabbed him?
Oh. No.
Ellen, why did you do it?
Suppose I tell you I can't remember.
Then we'll just have to keep trying.
Oh, yes, that's easy for you to say. You don't have to give back all the things he gives you.
Who?
Him.
Ellen, what's this about?
Well, I mean, what's fair for one is fair for the other, right? I mean, she's not going to kill you just because you give her presents, is she?
But, Ellen, I don't give Miss Gordon any presents.
All right. Let's just say you did. I mean, you certainly should, right?
Why do you say I should?
Oh, come on now. You're both supposed to be so smart. What's the sense of lying to me?
What makes you think I'm lying?
Oh, that's fine. That's just fine. You ask me questions and questions, and you want me to always tell you the truth, but it's okay for you to lie to me.
Yes, you do understand.
Like I'm really so dumb, I can't see what's going on under my
I
nose.
would just like
Well,
to know
I'm not. I happen to know exactly...
All right, Clint, just a minute. Ellen, he's not lying. Believe me. As far as he's concerned, nothing is going on.
You mean it?
Yes.
Well, how do you like that? They're really all alike.
Would one of you mind telling me what...
No. I'm not gonna tell you anything because you're no better than the rest of them. So please don't come near me anymore because I'm not gonna tell you anything anyhow.
Oh, Ellen, don't do
And
that.
you're no better either. How are you supposed to help me? Forget it. Some lawyer, you're dumber than I am.
Probably right. Because she saw it. I didn't even know it showed.
Hello. Oh, yes, Sergeant Shanley. Thanks for calling back. I'm trying to reach you all evening. Look, Ellen Kane is going to be sentenced tomorrow morning.
I know.
And I was wondering if she ever expressed to you any reason for having a bad opinion of men in general.
So we understand that she has such an opinion now, and it might be pertinent to know how she got it.
Yeah, well, she must have had a pretty bad opinion of Stillman to kill him.
I mean, before that. Look, you arrested her in connection with that merchandise swindle. Did she ever express to you any resentment of Stillman at that time?
Resentment? Miss Ellen Kane?
Yes? What are you delivering at 7 o'clock in the morning?
We're delivering this warrant. You want to let us in, please?
Sure.
You got visitors?
Say, who are you anyway?
Sergeant Shanley, and this is Detective Banks. Quite a lot of merchandise you got here, Miss Kane. Any idea what it all comes to?
You fractured me. I couldn't figure it out if I had all the price tags.
Oh, you never bothered to ask the prices, is that it?
Oh, you never ask the prices when someone gives you presents.
Oh, so they were all presents. Well, tell me, who gave you so many presents?
Mr. Hayward Craig.
Yeah? Who's Mr. Hayward Craig?
Oh, he's a sales manager for a very big company.
What company? What's the name?
It's a name like what you said before. What you called all this stuff?
Merchandise?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the name of the company?
Well, that's the only part I can remember.
Uh-huh. Well, what do you remember about this Mr. Craig? Does he have an address? Has he got a phone number?
Well, he
He never mentioned it.
Did he ever mention the, where his company is located?
It's in a post office. In a post office box.
Mm-hmm. What post office? What's the number of the box?
Oh, I don't remember. He wrote it down for me on a piece of paper, but I lost it.
Look, Miss Kane, this stuff was ordered from 7 department stores in 23 different names. Names like Darcy, Winslow, Van Nuys, names right off the society pages. Only these people didn't order it. And when they got the bills, they started hollering to the department stores, and the stores started hollering to us. Now, do you want to say something halfway sensible here, or would you like to save it for the station house?
Look, I really don't know what to say. So why don't you just get in touch with Mr. Hayward Craig, and he'll straighten out everything.
Fine, we'll do it. What's his number?
I told you I don't remember.
Miss Kane, if we told you what you've been telling us, would you believe there was any Hayward Craig?
You wouldn't kid a girl.
No, we don't kid girls. Go get dressed.
And that's the story the way I got it straight from the police. She kept telling them about Hayward Craig. She kept insisting that Hayward Craig was going to show up and explain everything.
Which, as we know, he never did.
Oh, he didn't explain anything, but he did show up at the time that he was killed. But the question is, what exactly did he do to provoke her?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Why? I was not present, was I?
No, but you were present when Clint did something to provoke Ellen. Now, tell me what Clint did. Cassie, now, in the interest of your client's case, what exactly did he do?
He let it show. No, I let it show. Probably I was the one.
Let what show?
That he rejects me.
Good morning.
Clint, do you realize what will happen if Ellen is sentenced to life imprisonment this morning?
Well, we can always try to get the sentence reduced.
Oh, we can. But will we? Once she's sent upstate to women's prison, it will be 10 times harder to keep in touch with her. And then our highly commendable efforts will grow less and less frequent. And there she stays, spending the rest of her life in prison.
Cassie, I can't do anything with her now. She won't even talk to me.
Oh, she won't talk to me either. Maybe she talked to Ben. If you could just get a couple of hours continuance out of the judge.
Are you kidding? I will tackle any judge on the bench if Ben will tackle that girl.
Ellen? Hi. You sure do look pretty.
You wouldn't kid a girl.
No, I certainly would not. Ellen, I wanted to ask you about Hayward's coming to see you the way you said he would.
Oh, yes, he did.
Excuse me. When did he come?
Well, it was after I was arrested. I told everybody that he'd come, you know. And he did come. Believe me?
Of course I believe you.
Oh, yes. Hayward came. Hayward! Oh, Hayward! Oh!
Is there anybody here?
No, who would be here?
The paper said the court appointed a lawyer for you. And you were released in his custody.
Oh, he's not like a cop. And it isn't even a he, it's a she. It only means I have to do what Miss Gordon says.
Well, what did she say?
Well, she said, first of all, not to make a big fuss, because I had to give back all the things you gave me. Oh, I was so afraid you'd be mad. Are you mad, Hayward? Then she said, if you told the judge that you gave me all those things, the judge would believe it and everything would be all right. Miss Gordon said that she didn't think you'd come back, but I knew you would. I knew you wouldn't let me down, be in all kinds of trouble with nobody to help me. I figured that you were probably very busy at the office, or maybe your father had come back from Switzerland, and the first chance you'd get, you'd come back and straighten everything out and help me.
How did you know so much?
I guess I'm getting smart. It's about time. You think I'm getting smart, Hayward?
Well, they say there's a first time for everything.
Well, yes, now, I want to tell you that you're not as smart as I thought you were. I found out that there was something wrong with those presents. You shouldn't have done it. If you're so smart, how come you didn't know that?
Did anybody ask you to start talking to me like you were my mother?
I'm sorry, Hayward. Don't get mad. I was only saying, please don't do it again.
Did you ever think you might be saying it to the wrong person? I mean, who do you think you're talking to?
You?
What's my name?
Hayward Craig.
No. No, that's where you're wrong. My name is not Hayward Craig.
Now, I don't exactly get that one.
Well, I saw your picture in the paper, and I thought you might be somebody I know, but now that I've gotten a good look at you, I see I made a mistake. I don't know you.
What, didn't we have to be a little bit acquainted before you sent me all those presents?
What presents?
Oh, the presents that were here.
I never saw any presents. I was never here before myself. I don't know you, and you don't know me, and I'm not Hayward Craig, and you don't know who I am, so what can you prove? How can you fight me?
I don't want to fight you. I love you.
Well, how can you love me if you never met me before? Answer that.
I can't answer that.
Well, okay, then.
Wait! If we've never met, how did you get my key?
Take it. Come on, take it. Here. Now you take it. So now it's got your fingerprints on it, not mine.
Look. Now, I'm in a lot of trouble. What would a girl have to do to get you to stay and talk to a lawyer? Please, what would a girl have to do?
Get me to stay here? Well, I'll tell you. Get me to stay here, a girl would have to practically slay me. Slay me. Slay me. Slay me.
May it please the court, Ellen Kane has pleaded guilty to murder in the second degree. But in the light of what we have presented here, I ask the court to consider whether Ellen Kane did in fact commit any crime at all, or whether the crime was in fact committed upon her.
You may continue, Mr. Judd.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call the attention of this court to the fact that there are tens of thousands like Ellen Kane on every level of the social scale. Borderline IQs, more than anyone has ever counted. Now, these dwellers in the Shadowland appear in all respects normal on the surface. When they have families to protect and support them, with this kind of protection, they float merrily down the stream, passing for normal all their lives. But when they're unlucky, then deprived of this support, sooner or later, they have to sink and drown. Because, Your Honor, they are simply not capable of coping with life all by themselves. This, as we have presented here today, was the case with Ellen Kane. This, I will ask the court to consider in connection with the following question. What is the basic purpose of law, if not to protect the weak? What is the primary function of lawyers and judges and all the members of our sometimes overprivileged profession, if it is not to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves?
Mr. Judd, I will tell you in all honesty, this court would have had no other choice than to send Ellen Kane to prison for the rest of her young life. But I won't do that now. This court, now having a choice, thank God, will set aside the consideration of such a terrible sentence. The defendant will remain in the jurisdiction of this court, pending an additional report from the probation department. Court's adjourned.
Well, how do we do?
Not bad. I don't think you'll be in custody very long, and I have an idea you'll be making some new friends in the probation department.
You wouldn't kid a girl.
No, I wouldn't.
I suppose your life is full of these pitfalls, isn't it?
What pitfalls?
Oh, lady lawyers finding excuses to inveigle you into cases. Can you blame us?
Oh, come on, Cassie. I appreciated being called in on this case. Look, I'd ask you to dinner tonight, but I've got to be in New York. I'll call you as soon as I get back. What do you say?
Well, I would say you can go straight to hell. Except for one thing.
Yeah?
We got her off, didn't we?
Bet your life.
In a moment, scenes from the next Judd for the defense.
Machines aren't in charge here. All right now, how about it?
Security, please.
Stop it. Kill him.